What is going on, guys? My name is Ben. How are you guys doing today? What I have for you today in this video is I want to talk about the Galaxy Note 7 that may be possibly going back out there on the market. Now, if you guys are not familiar of what happened with the Galaxy Note 7, and this was from an article that I read, which the link will be in the description below. But last year when it was launched, it had battery issues that actually caused them to explode, and then Samsung recalled them once, and then rolled out replacement units, and all of a sudden the same issues were happening again. Therefore, Samsung did another recall, and by then they made the final decision to actually ban the devices and not put them back out there on the market. The problem at the time was that the batteries were like a little bit curved, or Samsung had all this hardware that was stuffed into the phone and making the components a little bit smaller, and therefore with the curved edges it kind of caused the battery to flex a little bit. Therefore that's what caused the explosion, and Samsung immediately took it off of the market at the second time, and just decided to stop producing them because it was not safe for people. And not only that, it's also not good for the environment. Well, mostly, for the safety of their customers. Now, after this article that I read, there may be a possible chance that the Galaxy Note 7 might be going back out there on the market. Because it was found at the FCC, and of course, there are rumors going around that it probably contained a smaller battery. But this is a refurbished Galaxy Note 7 we're talking about over here. And most likely, this is probably going to be starting out in the Korean market first, because that's where Samsung is originally from, Korea. And other than that, a phone that they banned, like towards late of last year, then now they're thinking about trying to put it back on the market, but as a refurbished product. Now, I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I mean, the Galaxy Note 7 was an absolutely amazing phone at the time, and I really wanted to get one myself, and then when I started hearing about the battery issues, I not even want to look at that anymore or touch that anymore, because it wasn't safe for me. Samsung cares about their customers, therefore they decided to ban the devices. Now, to bring it back, but with the actual fixes being made already and already applied, I'm not 100% sure how I feel about that. I mean, I don't know if this is official, but let's say if it were to happen, right? Then of course, everybody will get crazy excited, for the ones who really wanted the Note 7, and will be able to get a chance to have it. They just won't have it brand new, they'll have it refurbished. But if it works the same way, no problems whatsoever, then why not have it, right? The only issue I have with this is, like, the Note 7, we were pretty much 100% aware that the Note 7 will be no more, meaning that, okay, it's out on the market, right? It's not in the market anymore. The depreciation value has definitely gone down and dropped. Therefore, there was no point to buy another one of those, because you can't anyway. And you know what? If this were to actually happen, the day that this video is being recorded, let's say if it happened today, the Note 7 has been banned for like almost a year right now, because I believe they officially stopped the Note 7 production back in like October or September last year of 2016. And to me, it doesn't really make sense to put that back out there on the market, when it's pretty much coming towards the full year that it's been banned. I mean, yeah, if people are excited for the Note 7, great. But don't forget, now you got a lot of those features that are also on the Galaxy S8 and the S8 Plus as well. So it's like, why not go with one of those phones? Because so far I haven't heard any battery issues with those phones as well. So it's like, maybe that time, finally Samsung got together and they did their homework, make sure that the same issue is not replicated. And you know what? You never know. They may come up with the Note 8, and you probably want to get the Note 8 instead of the Note 7, because the Note 7 had some problems here and there. But even if Samsung fixed it right now, Not really entirely sure if it's worth getting at this point, because I mean, if you got the Note 7 at the time and then you finally returned it, and you've waited this long for that same phone to come out again, you might as well just wait a little bit longer until the fall to see if Samsung will indeed announce the Galaxy Note 8, or if you want to jump the gun right now, go ahead and get the Galaxy S8 or the S8 Plus, because now the Galaxy S8 and the non-Plus model is actually the same screen size as the Note 7, which is like 5.7 or 5.5. Actually, I take that back. It's around that screen range. But you know what? It's almost as big as the Note 7 if you really love that big screen. Plus, you got the extra features that came from the Note 7. Not only that, but you also got additional features with the new software that's running on it. And you know what? The Galaxy S8 Plus, you want to go even bigger with the screen? Go ahead and get that one and get it in a bigger package. So for the Note 7 to come back onto the market for resale doesn't really make that much sense to me. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the thing so much. I mean, despite the battery issues, I mean, it looks very sleek. It had all this power in there, all these features here and there. But you know what? A lot of those went to the Galaxy S8 and the S8 Plus. So it's like, if I really want all those features back, might as well just get the newest and greatest out there versus trying to get the old. Especially if you're someone who doesn't need a stylus. I mean, the Galaxy S8 right now would be the perfect phone to go if you were looking for that Note 7 again. But at this point, if you still want to stick with the Note series, which the Note series is a great lineup of Samsung Galaxy smartphones. I mean, I love my Note 4 that I have over here. I mean, I've had this thing for like almost 2 years now. Or actually, no, it's been 2 years since I have this thing. And, it's still suiting me well. I mean, the only issue that I have with it is like when I make phone calls and, when I'm driving down the road, I mean, calls would normally break up. But, that's because this phone was originally locked with AT&T, and then I unlocked it to use it on T-Mobile to save myself some money on the bills. But then, I've come to the realization and actually did some research that while this phone was originally locked with AT&T and I unlocked it so that I can use it with any other carrier, even though both AT&T and T-Mobile use GSM technologies, it doesn't work exactly the same. Therefore, if I wanted the best, calling experience out there or the best call quality out there, it's better off that I use a phone that was made and produced directly for that particular carrier. For instance, like the Note 4. Let's say if the Note 4 was still being sold right now from Samsung, then I have to go get the T-Mobile version, so that way I can ensure myself that I'm not going to have any call quality issues, because apparently AT&T and T-Mobile's technology, while they use the same GSM network, their hardware or the way they handled the reception was a little bit different after the research I did. So it's like, I'm looking to replace it at some point. Not entirely sure what I want to do. I've had thoughts, get another Android or go back to the iPhone. But, other than that, the Note 7, I'm not really so sure if it's worth putting back on the market. I mean, what do you guys think? Leave a comment down below. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, rate, comment. Also, check out the description below for my social media links, Twitter and Instagram. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody.